In this video, I'm going to show you how to add properties and units on TenantCloud. From the main menu, you'll want to make sure that you are on the Properties tab. From that tab, click Add Property in the upper right corner. Once you are on the Property Edit page, you will start to be able to add the information for your property. You typically want to start on the left side menu and make sure that your currency is correct. Add a photo that will highlight your property, as well as any gallery photos that will show more about your property to a prospective tenant. Next, you'll simply type in the property name. Put in the year built and an MLS number if one is applicable. Please note that any field that does not have a red dot on it is not a required field. Therefore, you do not have to put any information in it. Once you have selected from the drop-down menu, it will automatically pre-fill in all of the remaining fields for the address. Next, you'll want to select the correct property type. This is important because this cannot be changed after you have created the property. If your property is a single unit type, such as a single family home, a single mobile home, or a single condo, this will be the unit type that you select. If it is a multi-unit or multi-family property where there are multiple units under a single address, this is where you would select. This is applicable for apartment units, office units, condos, garages, storage units, mobile home, park, and more. In this particular case, we'll simply select single unit type. Next, select how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, square footage, if there's any parking, market rent, and any deposits that may be required. Anytime you see a plus sign with green verbiage following it, you are able to add additional information via that link. Next, we'll select the property features that are associated with this rental property. Next, select whether the rental unit is furnished or not. Next, indicate whether laundry is in the unit or whether it is shared laundry in a public space. In this case, it is in the unit. Next, select the property amenities. This is typically for things that are public amenities that can be accessed by the tenants on the rental property. Next, if you have any property attachments that you would like to upload to this property, you can attach those here. These are private attachments that cannot be viewed by the general public. These are simply attachments for your records. Once you are done, simply click Create. Great, you've created a property. Now you can move in a tenant, or you can find a tenant by listing the property with just a few clicks on TenantCloud. This will syndicate your rental property listing out to multiple listing websites, including Rentler, Facebook Marketplace, Zillow, Apartments.com, and more. In this case, we're just going to X out. From here, you'll see the property that you have created along with additional tabs across the top. Each of these tabs has information that you will likely want to fill in regarding your property and expand on the information that you already entered when you initially created it. Additional information that you can add are key information, paint information, door, and flooring. This is helpful for keeping track of your rental property when any maintenance needs to be done or any renovations are completed, and you want to track the information all in one spot without having to put it into a file cabinet where it is not easily accessible or easily found. The next tab is the Owners tab. If you have an owner, this is where you can assign an owner to the rental property in TenantCloud. If you are going to be sending owner distributions, requiring owner contributions, or charging management fees, it will be important for you to add an owner to the property for whoever owns it. Next are your financials. If you have any property-related information that you would like stored on TenantCloud to be easily accessible, you can add it here simply by clicking the green Add button under the respective section. Next is Utilities. From this tab, you can add utility providers as well as the responsibility for who should be paying for specific utilities, and you can click Add to add that information into the TenantCloud system. This is helpful to add utility providers so that when tenants move into the rental property, they are easily able to see which providers are at the property and are available for them to use, or even just preferred utility providers for your rental property. To take additional actions on the rental property, you can edit, archive, and delete the property from the Actions menu in the upper right corner. Additional information is available on the left side once it has been added into the system. Any equipment information that you have added to the rental property, which is helpful for tracking maintenance on specific equipment at the rental. Any reminders you have set up for the property, maintenance requests for the property, or tenants that you have moved into the property. Additionally, you may want to assign a specific bank account for all incoming rental transactions to automatically go to once you start collecting rent for this property. And that is how easy it is to set up and add properties and units in TenantCloud. To get started for free, simply go to www.tenantcloud.com and click Sign Up.